I want to build a culture of appreciation in companies across the country. Great companies are made up of great employees. It might take an individual or a small group of individuals to get an idea started, but the execution is always done by a team. And those team members, those employees, deserve to be rewarded. And so beyond paying them a paycheck, beyond being able to pay for benefits when I could, beyond being able to give them flex days, I wanted to do more. And I looked at companies like Google and Facebook that have amazing perk programs, benefits for just being their employees beyond the standard. I wanted to do that too, but I didn't have several $1 million, and I did not have an army of HR representatives to manage it. And so I looked for alternatives, and what I found was that while they existed, they fell into one of two camps. Ludicrously expensive, or inexpensive and disappointingly irrelevant to the employees. And in both cases, they still required a lot of manual upkeep. And so the idea that this could be done better, that this could be done on an individualized basis, and it could be automated is what led to Dime Social.
Dime Social is a employee perks program. My role is the PR and marketing coordinator. The different duties I have include SEO, blogs, social media, writing contact lists, interacting with providers, users, and investors.
What I do, I'm the back-end engineer here at Dime Social, and so my job is to do all the magic stuff. So Rory over here does the stuff that you could see on the actual website, but I'm the one who does like all the back-end magic stuff so that when you do something on the front end, something else happens. You know.
I'm the Android developer, and what I do is I'm trying to port the iOS app to Android right now. We want to get them out roughly about the same time, so our clients don't have only half of their employees supported, because it's something like half the users use Android, and if we don't have an Android app, then you're not going to be able to use our service.
Startups have agility, something the big guys don't have anymore. That's the greatest strength of a startup, that you have individuals in a startup who wear multiple hats, who do multiple things. And it's ironic that the biggest goal of a startup is to become a big company where you're no longer wearing one hat, you're wearing one at a time. It's a very interesting business to be, that we are in the business of becoming what we know is a disadvantage. But that's just the nature of the game.
One of the benefits of working in a startup is you get experience. I do everything from social media, writing content, managing our social media accounts, writing blogs, constructing video blogs.
The reason why I like startups is because there's a lot of leeway for you to have a lot of direction over the technical aspects of the company, which is experience that you would not get at a regular corporate job. So even though you'd be getting paid a lot more, you'd actually be doing a lot less, and a lot less stuff that matters. Whereas this is the best and fastest way to learn as much as you possibly can, quickly, and have an impact on an actual business.
Because we're an early stage startup, of course, our first goal is to launch our product and and get validation from its adoption. We've spoken with several companies here in Austin and a few in Houston, and many of them agree with what we're trying to do is necessary. What they're waiting on us to do is actually deliver, and we're waiting to see if our delivery meets up with their expectations.
The bar scene in downtown San Marcos stays busy at night, and patrons need a way to get home safely. The mobile app Uber provides an alternative. Many students rely on its services to catch a ride from wherever they are to wherever they need to go.
I don't use it that much. When I do use it out, I remember to be with other people, especially like another person such as a boy.
Using Uber services can be risky. Customer assaults have been reported nationally, and recently a driver in Michigan allegedly killed 6 people.
With all these murders and people getting assaulted and stuff like that, I mean, there's no actual checks or background checks of who's giving these people rides, and there's no surveillance necessarily that I've heard of.
The city of Austin wants Uber drivers to be fingerprinted as part of their background checks, but the company has threatened to drop its services from the Austin area if the law is implemented.
It is a bit worrying because you're just getting in a car with a random stranger, and that's something your parents always told you not to do. So the fact that there would be background checks, that would actually be nice. It doesn't hurt.
Many agree that background checks would be a good idea, but Uber drivers are concerned that the controversy might cost them their jobs.
I mean, I just got to go find another job. That's it. I was doing the only reason why I'm driving for Uber is because I was working for the oil fields and everything got shut down, so everybody got laid off. So I've got to pay tuition somehow.
Uber and other ride-sharing companies in the region are asking voters to weigh in on the issue of fingerprinting and other safety measures. In May, voters will be asked if they would prefer less restrictive policies on the companies. The replacement ordinance will be on the ballot May 7th. For Bobcat Update, I'm Daniela Gavarrete. With more than 400 million users, Instagram is making changes to accommodate the interests of its predominantly 18 to 34-year-old user demographic. Rather than a chronological timeline, the app's algorithm will now sort and choose posts based on the user's activity.
What we want to see isn't necessarily what the most popular thing is, and you follow certain people for a reason, and just because someone isn't the most popular doesn't mean that you want their post to fall through the cracks or that you want to be notified every time they have a post.
Many users are urging their followers to turn on notifications for their posts so followers receive an alert every time they post. There's concern that the user's post might be drowned out by more popular ones.
Because not only do I have my Instagram and Walter's Instagram, I have the Bubble Believers Instagram, and if they're only getting notified if they click the notification thing, then I won't tell anyone.
For accounts with a big number of likes and followers, such as the official Texas State Instagram, the change might come as a benefit.
I think we do a good job of providing consistently high quality content, so I think it's going to actually probably help us more than it's going to hurt us. I think some universities might actually get a little bit of a hit, but I think ours is going to do pretty well through it.
But for regular users, the algorithm change might be an inconvenience because of the extra steps required to keep up with their peers' posts.
I feel like I would feel creepy if I kept getting notifications when my friends were posting pictures a little bit, and now it's more of a subtle thing as opposed to getting notifications constantly when people are posting pictures.
What is currently a mixed feed of selfies, Throwback Thursdays, and memes will soon transition into what Instagram finds the most relevant for you. May the best content win. For Bobcat Update, I'm Daniela Gavarrete.